Man, it's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. Now, listen, man, I'm watching the game, but I had to tap in. I had to tap in now. If you don't know, I'm here to tell you. You know the dude Zip, he got me blocked when it comes to the live streams. He got me blocked. Anybody that challenges the status quo, he seems to block. But salute to all my investors, salute to all my day one investors. You feel me? They send me clips, they chop it up, they send it straight to the DM, and I'm able to see what's going on. I'm able to get a feel for what's going on. So let me say this, man. First and foremost, there's never a beef. There's never a problem. There's never a beef when you got grown men talking to little kids. You feel me? When you got a grown man standing on grown man business and he talking to these little pups, there can't be no beef. So get it correct, man. Ain't no problem. You know what I mean? This is YouTube. These are YouTube streets. You feel me? So, you got to understand something. I didn't call out the whole New York. I called out Zip because when you making the certain moves and you saying certain things, these they have to be addressed. So one thing for sure, two things for certain, they get mad, man. They it gets under their skin and make them feel some type of way when you go against the status quo, when you stand 10 toes down on grown man business, and you ain't fooled by the smoke and mirrors. Where one of these jail dudes can't talk a mile a minute and talk a circle around you. You feel what I'm saying? You can break all that down. It gets under their skin. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Homie is a comedian. Homie is definitely funny. You feel what I'm saying? He definitely makes a lot of jokes. You can definitely get a good laugh when you listening and you watching those lives. You know what I'm saying? You can get a good laugh. He's hilarious. You feel me? But I told y'all before the truth in the you know the BS is always hidden by humor. You understand what I'm saying? The BS is always going to be hidden within the humor. So when you got one of these dudes talking real fast, always making a lot of jokes, I mean, they so funny, you got to be able to see through the smoke and mirror. You got to open that third eye. You understand now? If you look at my live that I did in the airport, you feel me? You will notice that I didn't make one joke. You understand me? When I was in the airport, on my way where I was going, you feel what I'm saying? About to hop on my flight, I wasn't making no jokes. You didn't see me do not one bit of laughing. You didn't see me making no jokes. You understand me? Cause it ain't funny. When you a grown man and you standing on grown man business, it is very little that's gonna have you giggling and laughing and crying. Nah, we ain't doing all of that. I got straight to the point. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not hiding nothing within the humor. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the difference between me and homie. Like, it's no beef. You feel me? I ain't gonna say he don't do good. I don't know really what's going on with the page. I don't do no lurking. Homie got me blocked, so I can't see nothing. Again, salute to the subscribers. Salute to my investors. You know what I mean? Everybody that's tapped in. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be at all times. You feel me? But my live didn't consist of a lot of laughter, a lot of comedy. I wasn't doing no joking. I was keeping it 100. And I'm going to stand on that. You feel what I'm saying now? All the disrespect, all the, SMD, I ain't into that. This is grown man business TV. So I never really understood how another grown man could tell another male to SMD. You know what I'm saying? They try to hide it and say, "Oh, it's the biggest form of disrespect." But you disrespecting yourself. You telling another man to eat Frank. I ain't into that. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you notice in my video as well, if you notice in my live as well, there was no disrespect. I don't do disrespect. Very low tolerance, no toleration, zero toleration for disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But when you speak truth to light, when you one thing that's missing in these days, this time of day, these days, you know what I'm saying, is grown men. These dudes that went to jail for 20 years, these dudes that was laid it down for 25 years, they not used to dealing with grown men. So when you talk to another man, it shouldn't rub you. That's a female trait. You know what I'm saying? That's what females and babies do. When you say something as a grown man to them, they might not be agreeing with. They might not be feeling. And then they get all in their feelings and they start saying things and they start throwing a temper tantrum and they get disrespectful and they can't control their emotions. That's one of the reasons why I'm speaking on this thing. You understand what I'm saying? Again, if you look at Zip Live, he just did a live. I'm watching the finals. I wasn't even going to go live, but I said, you know what? I'm going to hurry up and I'm going to go ahead and get it out the way. But if you watch Zip Live, look at how emotional he is. You understand me? We're going to address this thing. And then if you look at my live in the airport, look at how calm, cool, and collective I am. This is what grown man aura is. This is what I bring to YouTube. All that extraness, man, trust me. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely not what you want. You feel me? So we're not even going to do all that. You can do all, whatever you want. We're not going to do all that. Because if it was anything like that, it wouldn't be on YouTube. You understand me? So that's the first red flag that you need to see, and you need to recognize what it is when you looking at it. That's that's a male. I'm not going to call him a grown man. I'm going to call him a male, and we going to get to that. we going to talk about this real quick. Exposing his emotions, showing his emotions. Getting disrespectful, saying slick things instead of addressing the issue. Now, let's talk about it. The whole time what I was talking about in the video for the most part was you're not going to disrespect 9-to-5 workers, my G. You're not going to disrespect dudes that didn't get a chance to lay up in a jail cell for 30 years. Get up every day, go get that paper, however they getting that paper to provide for their families. You know what I'm saying? And if you do disrespect them, then I'm going to speak on that. I'm going to step on that. I'm going to be the one to step on that. So the whole live was me just saying, bro, you did 18 years in jail. This is something you talk about on your platform. We gonna chop this thing up, right? And in those 18 years, man, you wasn't paying no light bills. You wasn't paying no mortgage. You wasn't paying no rent. You wasn't paying no gas, no water bill. You wasn't paying for nothing. The dude you talking about, the trucks. Now, mind you, I don't drive Amazon trucks, homie. I drive 18-wheelers. I got a Class A CDL along with endorsements on top of that. So, when I drive from down south to New York, you should know you wouldn't believe what that bag looked like. One way. Yeah, 6-7 bands one way. And then we got to negotiate another 6-7 bands back. See, I'm not these dudes you talking to. So that's why you gotta now mind you, it's a lot of people that want Zip to say their name. It's a lot of people that want some type of attention from Zip. I just was saying how I felt about the situation. I wasn't expecting the Zip to dedicate a whole live stream to me. But I appreciate that. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Because if you dedicate a whole live stream to me, I'ma address it. And if you notice, I haven't told you the SMD because I don't get into that, homie. I don't know. I try to keep the whole New York out of it, but I don't know what it is about you New York dudes. You undercover New Yorkers that like to tell other men the SMD. I don't know what that's about, but I would like to address that as well. Homie. You get so upset that you want to tell another man to give you oral. Come on, B. Come on, man. Let's talk about this. You understand what I'm saying? So even on this live that Zip just did, again, I'm blocked. So I can't comment under his live or none of that. But Zip, you not blocked in my live, homie. You not blocked over here. That's not grown man business as well. We don't block. We don't do no blocking, homie. Say what you gonna say, do what you gonna do. You feel me? But you get into that live, even what you dedicated to me, talking about, oh, you a driver, another truck driver. Well, let me tell you something, little Zippy. Let me tell you something, little Zippy with the Drippy. You gotta have a license, boy. You gotta have a whole license. You gotta have a whole license. You understand me? To drive anything. You 40 plus years old and you ain't even got a license, man. You ain't even got a valid license to drive that little 1992 BMW you got parked in front of the project buildings you live in, little homie. Oh, Lil Zippy with the Drippy. Oh, Lil Zippy. The difference between me and 10 Toes, the difference between me and anybody else that you done bump heads with is that this is grown man business. And don't you forget the TV, because in your title, I see you didn't put the TV in there, Lil Zippy. You didn't put the TV in there, homie. Don't forget, anybody that's familiar with the channel know it's Big G and BTV. And don't you forget the TV, and you better always remember the Oracle. And that's because I can see the future, boy. I can see the future. You understand me? See. One thing for sure, two things for certain, man. You laid down for 18 years. Who do you think paid your way that whole 18 years? Who you think paid your way so that it could be comfortable for you that whole 18 years, little Zippy with the Drippy? Huh? We gonna chop some things up because I seen some clips and I want to address these things you were saying in your live, man. Tax-paying citizens paid your way, man. Tax-paying citizens. Everybody who get up and go to work every day, everybody who paid taxes in this country contributed a little bit here and there to make sure you had stay, to make sure you had somewhere to spend your 18 years. I got more. I'm not going to stop because I feel like this is what needs to be exposed right here. I seen a clip where he said, you saying you grown man business, you gonna make the youngest not want to be. Nah, it's actually the other way around. When they see you and then they see me, they say, man, I want to do what grown man business is doing. How did grown man business get in that position? When they see you sitting on that little pissy couch you sitting on, and they see me sitting in a $600,000 crib, they say to themselves, man, I want what grown man business got. You understand me? I want to figure out how can we get it. That's what it is. That's why you got to be addressed, homie. It's not for views because I don't do this YouTube thing for views, homie. I didn't come up here and say, yo, I want to get the most views out of everybody. I just started talking about certain topics and the channel went up. I just started talking about certain topics and people started tuning in, homie. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But this is grown man business at all times. Now, mind you, I didn't get a chance to get in my zone. I felt like I'm gonna get right to it this time. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. You come onto YouTube and don't want nobody to speak on you. I don't understand that. That's how I know you outdated. You done been locked up too long. Your brain done turned to mush behind those bars, my G. Your brain done turned to mush. Them crackers done got their hands on you for 18 years. They done fed you a bunch of that. Yeah. 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 You do what you do. But the problem is you try to make it sound. This is the thing, right? You try to make it sound cool. You feel me? You try to make it sound cool, like it was something to be, like it's a badge of honor that you got caught. That you put your hands out and let them put handcuffs on you and lock you up for 18 years. Ain't nothing cool about that. Ain't no stamp. You don't get no stamps for that. You don't get no respect for that. It don't matter if you came out with your face. It don't matter, bro. I'm big. See, this is the problem. It's a lot of y'all running around. It's a lot of dudes like you, Zippy, little Zippy with the Drippy running around. And the real OGs, I don't know if they scared. I don't know. But when I was coming up, the OGs went ahead and they stepped on that. They pull you to the side like, bro, that ain't it. Like, that's the wrong message. Homie, what you doing? You did what you did already, right? You said you had a justified reason for, shooting somebody in the back of the head. You said that, Zippy. Little Zippy with the Drippy. You said you did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to listening or looking at these clips, man. I don't sit and watch your lives, man. You go live for hours at a time, but my subscribers, my investors, they chop your little lives up, homie, and they send me the best parts. Yeah, because it's grown man business over here. And they respect and they understand what grown man business mean. They know what it stand for. And don't you ever forget the TV again, man. You ever put my name in your title again? Remember the TV, homie. You said out your own mouth, you shot somebody in the back of the head, so you didn't want no confrontation. You was scared, little Zippy. You supposed to be telling the youngsters, man, I was scared. I was shook, man. I was scared to death, man. I didn't know what was going to happen. The man said he was going to do something to my brother, and my 15-year-old brain didn't really know how to comprehend that. You understand me? I didn't know how to comprehend that. And what my 15-year-old brain, my underdeveloped brain did was make an irrational decision that cost me 18 years of my life. That's what you're supposed to be telling them youngsters. But instead, you trying to make it sound like you made an irrational decision. You trying to make it sound like you made a decision with a grown man developed brain and you made the right decision. And you know, it is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be, but it don't matter where you from. It matter where you at, homie. Huh? It don't matter where you from. It matter where you at. Yo, big salute to all my East New Yorkers, my Brooklynites, my East New Yorkers out there in Fairfield Projects, Linden Projects, you know, Pennsylvania Avenue, all the way up to the 3 train, you know, new lots. That's just letting you know I know what I'm talking about, Zip. I press a button, right? You in Brooklyn right now, I press a button from wherever I'm at. Huh? Don't, you know, West Virginia? That's all you got? Listen, anybody that's locked in, go look at Zip last live. He posted a whole live about me, right? And it's a whole bunch of jokes. It's a whole bunch of comedy. It's a whole bunch of funniness in it. But ain't nothing funny about grown man business TV, boy. The reason you don't understand that is because you on little boy principles. You know, you on little boy morals. You don't know nothing about grown man business. You don't know nothing about standing on your own 10 toes. You ain't been home long enough to stand on your own 10 toes for real, for real. You've been laying down in jail for 18 years. You've been getting fed 3 meals a day for 18 years. You had people washing your clothes and sorting through your mail for the last 18 years, homie. You don't know what it means. So when you get to talking about a youngster or old head or whatever, call outs, ages, salute, call outs for getting up every day. You understand what I'm saying? For having a valid license without any, you know, mishaps, and he don't got a bad driving history. So he was able to get a job driving Amazon trucks. You think you just get up and salute the dudes like that. You've been laid up for 18 to 20 years, homie. You got the game twisted. You got it all wrong. Huh? It's guns and it's butter, little homie. You ain't never seen the movie, baby. You might not have seen that. You might not have seen that because you was locked up. But see, the problem is, and the beautiful thing about this YouTube and the beautiful thing about social media, you know, when you went to jail, it won't no such thing as social media. But the beautiful thing about this social media thing is, bruh, ain't nobody. First off, man, that's another thing I keep telling you boys. Stop referring to oral sex and oral position. Y'all boys is y'all got that rainbow running through your blood, man. Y'all got that rain. Nobody riding nothing. This is what it is. You know, with social media, I can be all the way. I'm in Jersey right now, Zip. I didn't fly to LaGuardia, but I got off in Trenton, Zip. I'm close to you. I'm close, homie. I'm real close, actually. I'll be in Brooklyn tomorrow, Zip. See what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference. That's the difference. Now, as grown men, we can see what's going on around. We can see what's being pumped to the youth. We can see what's being glorified. And if you standing on grown man business and you ain't no sucker, then you will speak on that. I'm riding Zip for. I got about 5,000-6,000 more subscribers than Zip. Maybe like 5,000 more subscribers than Zip. I'm not really doing it for the views. I don't do it for the likes. I don't do it for a YouTube check, because I'm getting money already. Anybody that's in tune with grown man business TV know I've been doing this. I showed y'all the way. I showed y'all every step of it. I showed y'all every step of the way, babe. I didn't skip no steps. Anybody that know what it is, know what we doing, homie. Know what we doing over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into the chat in a few minutes, but I wanted to address this. Zip said it. I seen a clip, salute to the subscribers, salute to my day one investors that invest time and energy into this channel. Because time and energy is the highest form of currency, my G. Now, I seen a clip where Zip said, he do a couple of push-ups and he lift some weights. And yeah, Zip. Yeah. I do push-ups and I lift weights, homie. So if I get called out or if two grown men need to be face to face, I don't need the gun. I'm gonna tell you something, Zip. I'm something like, I ain't gonna take the stand. I ain't gonna take the stand, little Zippy with the Drippy. But I'll tell you this much, right? I'm like Troy Ave, man. I'm gonna take the scrap from you and I'm gonna, yeah, if I ain't got one on me, I'm strong enough to take it from you, little Zippy. You too little, homie. You 115 pounds, boy. So you don't want to talk about lifting. You don't want to talk about lifting weights. So you don't want to talk about size, man. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You understand me? See, I think you mad, Zippy, because you done went through my, Zip went through my videos. He get to looking through my videos, and you seen that big house, boy. You seen that big house. You seen that, yeah. Yeah, you seen that $130,000 pool I just put in that thing, and you feeling some type of way. But I'm here to tell you, man, don't feel that's for motivational use only, Zippy. Oh, little Zippy with the drippy. That's only for your motivation, homie. I'm not like you, man. I'm not trying to stun on nobody. I'm not trying to stun on you. I'm trying to tell you that, somebody gonna check that. That BS that you pushing out, somebody gonna check that. And I seen Call Out say something about it. You made a whole bunch of jokes. You got everybody laughing at Call Outs. I seen 10 Toes say something. You know what I'm saying? You got everybody laughing at you got everybody laughing. You a comedian, homie. You in the wrong lane, man. You like a Charleston White, a YouTube. You got allegations of paperwork, right? I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna pump that because I don't know if it's real or not, right? But then at the same time, you just as funny as Charleston White, man. You don't need to talk about sports and nothing like that. You need to start working on your stand-up comedy because you are hilarious, boy. I gotta give you that. I'm not gonna be the one that said you got star quality. I'm gonna say that you are a comedian, my boy. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? Now again, y'all ain't seen me get hype on this video. Y'all ain't seen me say nothing disrespectful. I wouldn't care how mad I get. I'm not telling no another man to SMD. I'm not doing that. That's the rainbow flowing through your veins, homie. What is grown man business? Grown man business is standing on 10 toes at all times. Grown man business is taking care of your family by any means necessary, boy. Not asking Puff Daddy and Jay-Z for a handout. Not always counting other dudes' pockets. Because one thing about you, Zip, is you always talking about your rich friends and what they could do. And your rich friends be out in Vegas. And your rich friends this and your rich friends that. Get Jay-Z to send me $40,000. Tell Puffy, yeah, man. That's what you do. That's not grown man business. Since you was asking, Zip, that's not grown man business, homie. See, again, that jail food, it get your brain, it turn your brain to mush when you eat it for 18 years straight, homie. You supposed to be telling them youngins that, hey, man, huh? And you try to get it in there. You try to do your little thing every now and then. You try to act like you telling the kid. But really what you pumping is a body from 20 years ago that you still... See, you one of them dudes, Zip, that where I'm from, we never respected those dudes. Where I'm from, homie, we never respected the dude that went to jail for 20 years and then got out of jail and came to work on a construction site or came to YouTube and try to keep telling us about what you did 20 years ago, homie. What you did 20 years ago. We never respected. Actually, when I was coming up, we would probably was gonna go in your pockets, old head. We was gonna go in your pockets, old head. We was gonna figure out what you had in your pockets because you keep coming around us. You keep standing around us. You keep coming to YouTube, coming to the construction site, right? Telling us what you did 20 years ago, like we supposed to respect that. Nah, we don't respect nobody from 20 years ago, little Zippy with the drippy. What you got right now, homie? Where you respect that, right? We don't respect that, homie. You understand me? See, that's what need to be. So these dudes, they get to going back and forth with a little Zippy, and then they get embarrassed because, Zippy is a comedian, and Zippy can talk, but you can't talk to a grown man like that, Zippy, and get no kind of reaction. Yeah. Yeah, I be working out, man. Look at that. You see how you see that you looking at it. Boy. Talk about Lil Zippy said, yeah, next time come to LaGuardia and give me the hotel you staying in so he could do that. What? You don't want it, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Don't do that. You send something over there, you send your little she ain't coming back to you. You come over there And we could go, it is what it is. But call outs called you. Y'all both in Brooklyn. You and Call Outs TV is in Brooklyn. Call Out said he want to have a conversation. You talking about trying to smoke some? Nah, you scared, little Zippy. You scared, little Zippy. I live in a fortress, boy. You couldn't get close to me. The homies that you talking about, that your rich homies, those, yeah, them dudes will be doing business with me, homie. Them dudes will be doing business with me. Them dudes, hey yo, Zip, man, who's your man? GMB TV, who's your man? I just saw what's going on. Yeah, they want to do, they don't want nobody looking for no handouts, man. And I mean, I could go deeper into this, little Zippy. I'm surgical. When it comes to this whole situation, I do this in real life. Let me give y'all some game. You know, Zippy get to talking about going on tour. And I want you, before I break this down, I want to say, salute. I want you to, get everything you got coming to you, Zippy. I want you to succeed in this thing. I want you to go to the next level because you seem to take this YouTube thing very seriously. You take the numbers very seriously. You know, hey, man, I'm getting it in multiple different ways, man. Multiple different ways, Zippy. So the YouTube numbers don't really, but it is what it is. Let me tell y'all this. Lil Zippy talk about going on tour. Lil Zippy always talking about his podcast that's coming in. He gonna interview this and he gonna interview that. But let grown man business break something down to you because you don't seem to know too much about business, Lil Zippy. You don't know too much about business, Lil Zippy. You feel me? Now, who is sponsoring that podcast? Huh? Who's putting the money up to fund that podcast? Who's gonna put the money up to fund this so-called tour, Lil Zippy? Well, whoever is putting the money up is the one I be rubbing shoulders with. Whoever's putting the money up to fund that podcast, you're already working for somebody, Lil Zippy. You're already in debt. So you are a worker. Now let me break this down because, excuse me. Now Zippy, he like to talk about people getting up and going to work. Now, whoever this guy is, this person puts up the 100,000 for the podcast, the 50,000, the 30,000 for the podcast, and the space for the podcast, and the couture, the decor for the podcast. They gotta be paid back. So that means you gotta get up, go sit down in that seat, make sure them podcast episodes is real good, Zippy. Oh, little Zippy, make sure they bring back the revenue. Oh, because if they don't and homie don't get reimbursed, you in debt, homie. So I don't want y'all to, don't ever get it confused like Lil Zippy is just getting the podcast. He's not giving y'all the intricate details. Because he know a lot of y'all, I don't want to call y'all slow, but a lot of the people that go listen to Zippy, they are intrigued by the way he talks because the majority of them has never been to jail before. Yeah. A lot of them have never been around a real jailhouse dude. But let me tell you something. When you laid it down for 20 years, for 18 years, right? Those type of dudes become very slick with the tongue. Oh, they can talk a circle around you. Oh, they can talk you out your money. They can talk you out your time. They can talk you out of anything they want because that's all they've been doing for the last 18 years is talking. Oh, they get up in the morning and they go to child and they talk. They go to the break room and the day room and they talk. They go out to the yard and they work out and they talk. They come in for child and dinner and they talk. They lay down at bed at night and they talk. They ain't paying no bills, so all they got to do is talk. So a lot of these people, they get intrigued by that. But if you know these, I know you a fast talker. I know you slick with the tongue and you know how to disguise the truth with the lies and you know how to, put a little bit of humor on top. Yeah. I know what you do. But the problem is, and listen, man, again, these is YouTube. It ain't no beef. This ain't no beef. This ain't no issues, man. You said it already. I work out. I get right. I'm heads up fade, man. You boy, you won't be able to fit them hats you be pulling out. Them, let's get to that hats. You won't be able to fit one of them snapbacks. You get done with me, boy. You get in you get to playing with me. Your head to be this big, man. You'll be looking like Martin, man. Martin in the ring with Tommy the Hitman Hearns, man. You you don't want those kind of issues with your boy. You feel me? So at the end of the day, instead of getting upset, instead of acting like a female, a child, when you amongst men, when you standing amongst men, boy, you stand up straight. You stand up straight. Hold your chin up. Stand on your words. Don't throw a bunch of jokes out there and try to hide the humor behind the jokes. Say what you mean what you say. What you talking? You talking about homie driving a Amazon truck? You think that's funny? You think that's a issue? You think you above that? You been locked up 18 years. You ain't put no work in. You ain't put no pain in. You ain't put no sacrifice in. You been locked up getting hand fed for 18 years. And you think you above that? The universe is telling you that you not above that, Zip. The universe is telling you because you ain't even got a valid license. You couldn't drive an Amazon truck if you wanted to. You couldn't drive an Amazon truck to save your life at this very moment in your life. You wouldn't be able to get a job at Amazon. You couldn't drive nothing right now. That's the universe checking you. But see, you can't see it because you think that the views and the little bit of subscriptions and all that, you think that means something. So you can't hear the universe while it's talking to you, boy. That's why I think right now, me and you, we gon' have our little thing. We gonna have our little thing because the universe is sending me to show you something. The universe is sending me to check you, man. Yeah, we gonna keep riding, man. We gonna keep riding, but you know what I'm saying? Triple S Mafia, Triple S Mafia. Listen, we had somebody asking, what is grown man business? We had somebody wanting to know, and I'm letting them know. I'm letting them know. This is grown man business. Sometimes grown men not gonna agree. We can agree to disagree, but I ain't gonna disrespect you, and I ain't never gonna invite you to my. Nah, I ain't never gonna tell you to SMD nothing. I wouldn't care how mad you got. I wouldn't care how mad I got. The last thing I want to think about is you SMDing anything on me, boy. So a lot of the times I don't like to involve a whole state. But just right there in that little sector with the SMD thing, you New York dudes got to get it together, man. It ain't cool, man. It don't make you. It ain't cool, man. It ain't disrespectful. You disrespecting yourself when you telling another man to SMD. When you telling another man to get some of your franks. These dudes, bro. These dudes be telling another man to get some of his franks, bro. Yeah. Triple S Mafia, salute. Salute. This is why me and you have to do this. This is why the universe sent me to you. Cause it ain't cool. It don't sound cool to me. And anybody that's rocking with grown man business, it ain't gonna sound cool to them. Don't ever invite no man to your franks, bro. That's Rainbow Coalition activity. You are a part of the Rainbow Coalition, little Zippy with the Drippy. You 40-something years old. You happy to be backstage with the young drill rappers. Hey, bro, salute. I'm glad that they gave you an all-access pass, man. But ask one of them dudes to hit you with something, man, because you looking bad, my boy. Yeah, man, that's your man. Hit your man. What they saying, paid in full? Hey, man, look, man, hit your man with a little something, man. He looking bad, homie. Yeah, I bet you they won't hit you with nothing. You asking Jay-Z and Puffy to hit you, but you got all these rich friends. Why they ain't drop 20K on you real quick? They got it, right? Because you talk about their pockets. Every time you get on live, you talking about these rich dudes you hang, but they ain't hit you with nothing, Zippy. Contact me, man. Holla at me in the DM, man. We can have a talk, man. I might have something for you, little Zippy. I might be able to put you in a position or something to get some money while you on parole. Cause you keep talking about parole this and parole that. I could get you all, man. We can handle that. That ain't nothing. I can make a phone call or two and get you off parole, little Zippy. You understand me? Hold on. And get you off parole, boy. But see, when a grown man put that three-piece on, got that suit on with that tie on, and he make that phone call and he can talk proper, Yes, how you doing? Yes, yes, ma'am. This is such and such. We're calling on behalf of little Zippy with the Drippy. Yes, yes, yes. We're calling on behalf of little Zippy with the Drippy. We have some we have huge business deals lined up for little Zippy with the Drippy, and we would love to get him in position to be a tax-paying citizen in America. And we were just calling you, yes, the PO officer, the parole officer, to see if we can line up, his departure of parole. We would love to get that departure and get that little thing, get little Zippy with the Drippy with the Zippy, and get him off parole so that we can go ahead and get him and make him a tax-paying citizen of America. A functioning citizen in this country. And I guarantee you in a couple days you will be off parole. But see, you don't know nothing about that, little Zippy. You understand what I'm saying, little Zippy? You think parole ain't hold. I know dudes that's on parole that got off parole. I know dudes that's on parole. When they was on parole, they was won't nothing stopping them. See, I'm bring it to the light, little Zippy, because I'm watching the game. Yes, oh, they won. The Heat won. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. All right, beautiful. And listen, man. Listen, I was rooting for Butler. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the game. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Heat. All right. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you can't trash me out, bro. You can't. That's the difference between me and these dudes. That's the difference between me and 10 Toes and whoever. The universe brought me. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. It's a lot of people that's talking about Zip. It's a lot of people that Zip see making videos about him. But for some reason, he felt the need to holler at Grown Man Business TV, boy. He felt the need, he felt the conviction to holler and make a whole live about Grown Man Business TV. And that's because he thought that being a comedian was going, put out the fire. Being a comedian and talking this way and making people laugh was gonna put out the fire. Nah, what's your First Amendment? Yeah, man, come on, man. Have to lie about what, man? I'm gonna give you 2 seconds. What I need to lie about. Tell me what I'm lying about. Everything I'm saying, everything I done said on this live is pure fact, boy. Everything I said on this live is pure fact. Okay, break them down. You ain't got. Go ahead and tell me. You got 2 seconds, man. Tell me what those lies were so we can address it. You got 2 seconds, man. You typing real fast, man. You've been typing all up and down here. You typing real fast. So go ahead and get those 3 lies typed up real fast, and I'll address them when I see them. Okay. All right, let's address that. He don't live in the PJs, but I consider all. If you not listen, let me tell you something. If you not in a penthouse suite, if you live in the inner cities of New York, I don't care if it's a brownstone in the middle of Queens. I don't care if it's a brownstone in the middle of Brooklyn. If you live in one of those, you are living in the hood, boy. You are living in poverty, boy. You are living below the poverty line. Little Zippy with the Drippy lives below the poverty line. So he likes to talk, he likes to call out TV and say Call Out TV lives in the projects. But what little Zippy don't understand is that he lives in the projects. It's just not the tall buildings. It's still connected. It's a brownstone connected to his house right here. It's a brownstone connected to his house right here. Bro, I'm in a 600. Go look at my videos, man. Go look at my videos, man, so you'll know who you talking to, boy. You asking me, am I in a penthouse? No, I'm in a $650,000 home, my boy. And I just added a $130,000 pool to my backyard. So that's going to put me right under $1 million. That's just in my living quarters. So again, you don't even know who you talking to, but I'm here to let you know, man. I'm here to let you know. The crib is about 650. I just put 130,000 in my backyard. If you are familiar with the page, you know what it is. Bruh. To me, they are yes, they are projects, bruh. They are projects, my boy. They are projects. Little Zippy and again, I'm not here to stunt on nobody. Little Zippy lives below the poverty line. But he got the nerve to be talking about other people that live below the poverty line. Bruh, let me tell you something. I don't have to be from New York. It's not about where you from. It's where you at. Again, salute to all of my East New Yorkers, all of my Brooklynites. Salute to my dudes in Fairfield projects, Linden projects, all the way up Pennsylvania Avenue. I got homies all the way down to the 3 train. You know the new lots. You know new lots. Yeah. I got homies all the way up and through there too. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. Show me a nice brown. How about this? Tell little Zippy to show me that little brownstone he living in. Tell little Zippy. Tell little Zippy with the Drippy to show his brownstone. Don't just show that pissy couch, that cat, and that lamp. Show us the rest of that show us the rest of that little brownstone, and I'll let you know if it's the projects or not. How about that? And I want to address something else that Zip with the drip. I seen a few clips. I got some clips. I ain't even open all of them. But I want to talk about this too. Lil Zippy with the drippy said that cats don't get dirty. That's how I know that. Listen, that's how I know that little brownstone smells so pissy. Oh, hey, listen, man. You need to respect your grandmama house a little more. God rest her soul, my boy. I'm never disrespect your grandmama or disrespect the dead. I'm not one of those type of people. I'm an old head. I'm an 80s baby. So I'm not going to be one of the guys up here disrespecting your grandma. But you need to respect your grandma more, man. Your grandmama left that house. She left all that furniture in there. She left all the china and all the stuff that's in that little brownstone. Yeah, that little baby brownstone you living in. And you be disrespecting your grandmama house, man. Letting that dirty ass cat run all over the furniture and shed his fur all over the goddamn place. And you talking about you don't even wash the cat. Talking about this boy had the nerve to say that cats don't get dirty and you ain't gotta wash them. Well, I ain't never heard of that, bro. And people that I know with cats, they take their cats and they get washed. They take their cats, bro, and they get washed. They get their nails clipped. They do things like brush the fur, the excess fur off the cat. They got a brush that'll take that fur off and it'll roll. You can roll it out. You got that cat shedding fur everywhere. And then got a nerve to be bringing them dusty ass females up in there talking about you running threesomes and you doing X, Y, and Z with these dusty ass females. Man, I bet, boy. You's a disrespectful grandson, boy. Hey, Zippy. Hey, Zippy with the drippy. Hey, little Zippy with the drippy. You is a disrespectful little grandson, boy. Boy, if I was your big brother, I'll put a belt to your ass, boy. Guaranteed. I ain't lying to you. Little Zippy with hold on. Or little Zippy with the drippy. If I was your brother, I'd put belt to I'd beat you, boy. I'll beat you. I'll beat you. I'll let you know, but you can't come home doing this to grandma house. This grandma house was left for us. This grandma house that she left for you and left for me. All right? Now you ain't gonna have that dirty ass alley cat walking around grandma furniture. So you gonna bring that dirty ass alley cat and you gonna bring it in the house and you gonna let that dirty ass cat run all across the furniture, shedding fur everywhere. Somebody need to tell you this, little Zippy with the drippy. Cats get dirty, man. Cats lick they lick everywhere on their body, man. They lick it. You got it confused, man. And all of these dudes that be in your live, 500-600 people, because I be seeing the clips and they be in your live. And I be noticing that don't nobody tell you these things because really you are entertaining them. You think that it means something, that you got a certain amount of subscribers. You think that but they just waiting for you. They just looking at you and they laughing at you. Little Zippy with the drippy. Homie said the projects ain't that. Hey, bro, it's all dirty, rat infested. Ain't nothing in New York that ain't $1 million and up that ain't dirty and rat infested. If you live in Brooklyn and you don't live in a penthouse or you don't live downtown, you live somewhere, come on, dog, you living in the hood, B. You live in a rat infested, roach infested area. That's why, let me tell y'all something. That's why Lil Zippy brought the alley cat in the house. Because the little alley cat will eat the roaches that it see. New Yorkers think they slick. They think they slick. They think we don't know what they was doing. They don't think they know what they doing, but a lot of y'all don't. So I'm just here to tell you, the New Yorkers who got cats in their house, they keep the cat in their house because they neighboring brownstone or they neighboring the brownstone on this side might have rats and roaches. And 9 times out of 10, one out of 3 brownstones got rats and roaches. 1 out of 3. Zippy might not have rats and roaches directly in his brownstone, but you gotta understand that when he get the cat, you thought Zippy just loved cats. Salute New Orleans. You tapped into the real. Yeah, you only gonna get the real. Ain't no lies over here. When I say that they was projects, I'm just telling you that it's all a project. It's just different type of buildings, bro. If your brownstone ain't $1 million and up in New York City, you live in the projects, homie. I'm sorry to tell you. See how I broke that down for you? I'm sorry, man. If your brownstone ain't $1 million plus, you live in the projects. Simple and plain. You just don't live in a building. But right outside your brownstone door is piss on the sidewalk. It's rats and roaches. You know, in New York City, they throw their trash right on the sidewalk for the trash man to come. So it might be 40 bags of trash up your block right there. Well, I'm giving y'all the real. You thought Lil Zippy with the Drippy was just so happy to bring a alley cat into his old grandmama old house? Zippy with the Drippy brought the alley cat to his grandmama house because the alley cat will eat the roaches and eat the rats. You thought you got one over on us, didn't you, Lil Zippy? Hey, yo. Hey, again, I'm no comedian, man. But it's funny to me. It's funny to me that you think you could talk to grown man business TV. A grown man, bro. That stood on business the whole time. I didn't get to lay down for 20 years. Let me tell you something, man. Another reason, I'm not gonna stay too much long, but I want to tell you something, man. I didn't lay down I didn't put my hands out for them people to put them cuffs on me, boy. I didn't do no crime in the street and then tell the white man, go ahead and put me in jail then. Here go my hands right here. Put me in jail. I know I'm gangster when it come to my own kind. I'm gangster when it come to, black people. But when the white man come, put the cuffs on me. I didn't do that, Lil Zippy. I didn't do that. So you got to understand where the passion come from. You got to understand where the rage come from. I've been on these streets handling business the whole time you was in jail, and they was taking a little portion of my money so I could pay taxes for you jailheads. He don't, bro. You know the last time I drove from Tampa to New York, you know what the bag was one way? Come on, man. One way, 7,500. And then me and the dispatcher had to negotiate going back down Florida. That was another 65 and some change. I took a little, hey, give me that load right there. I just took 75 from you. I'll take 65 with this one. I did that in a week. You talking about a podcast, little boy. You a little boy to me, man. I am not Call Out. I am not 10 Toes. I am none of them boys. You a little boy to me, homie. You a child. That's why I talk to you like this. That's why I made a video about you, because you a child, homie. And kids got to get put in their place. Childs need to be put in their place, boy. Simple as that. You could never fill these shoes, man. I wouldn't care if you, boy, when the last time, boy, you ever seen 100K? You ever seen 100K clean money? You ever seen $250,000? You ever blew 100,000? You should be asking me good questions. You should be trying to pick my brain, little Zippy, with the zip. Come on, Drippy. What's his name? Drippy the Zippy? Drippy with his name's Drippy with the Zippy? Zippy with the Drippy, man. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. I'm not the one. You might have bumped your head. You bumped into the wrong one, little Zippy with the Drippy. You bumped into the wrong one. Yeah. I told you. You thought little, bruh, are you crazy? Yeah, salute. Somebody tell him. Somebody tell him. When I tell you I'm coming from Cali, or I go live in the truck and I tell you I'm coming from Phoenix and now I'm in Mississippi and I done crossed so many state lines, boy, you wouldn't know what to do with that kind of money, boy. You wouldn't know what to do with it. You ain't never seen that kind of money on your own. You banking on one of your homies to put you in a position. But I do this for real. That's what grown man business TV is. That's what grown man business is. And next time you put me in your title, Lil Zippy with the Drippy, you better remember to put the TV in there, boy. You better not never. You better not never. Boy, you better put the TV behind that grown man business. You crazy. That's how I know you ain't talk. I know you ain't about no paper, boy. You don't even know. You talking. You don't even got a valid license. You wouldn't be able to drive a scooter. You wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to drive a scooter around the city. You talking about. You talking about. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to drive a damn go-kart, boy. You ain't even got a valid license, man. You need to simmer down. Handle that grown man business before you start talking reckless. Because when you get to talking like that, you're going to attract grown men. Grown men going to pull up like, oh, it's grown man. This where the grown men at. And then we going to start looking around and we like, oh, he a puppy. How he get in the room? How he get in the room? Yeah. Gambling your re-up. What he say? $5 a hand, gambling your re-up. Yeah, come on, man. The next time I go live, I'm gonna be somewhere in Jamaica. I think I'm flying out again in a couple days. Because when you cross state lines the way I cross state lines, when you moving these trucks, when you moving these 18-wheelers, when you getting $6,500, $7,500 a load, you can take a week or two off and you can go to wherever you want to go. That's grown man business, homie. Bro, let me tell you something, man. When you sit down for 18 years in jail, you do a bunch of reading and talking to different people. You'll be book smart to a certain extent, but I even see past that. Is he a smart dude? Yeah, he's not dumb. His vocab is decent because he's been in jail for a long time. Those dudes get to read the dictionary. Now let me tell you something. G. Let me break this down for you. Imagine not having to pay no bills. Oh, I'm gonna paint a good picture for you. Imagine sitting down for 18 years, somebody washing your clothes. You ain't gotta buy bleach. You ain't gotta buy dish detergent. You ain't gotta pay for water. You ain't gotta pay for electricity. Huh? You ain't gotta pay rent. You ain't gotta pay a mortgage. Huh? You ain't gotta pay taxes. Huh? Huh? You ain't got to pay insurance. Huh? I mean, I can go down the list. Now imagine how smart you would be if you could not pay all those bills and have somebody like me, a tax-paying citizen, pay those bills for you. You ain't got to pay for toilet paper. Or we can go down the list. We ain't got to pay a cell phone bill. At the most, you might have to pay for some canteen, some snacks, oodles or noodles, 25 cents a pack. You might have to pay. Now you can get a tablet with music on it. You get CDs and videos. Imagine not having to pay nothing like that. We pay for all that. Tax-paying citizens pay for all of that. And then you get one of these dudes, that was able to sit down for 18 years, read books, kick the bobo with everybody in the day hall and go out to the rec yard and get, he ain't worried about taxpayers paying his way. He worried about how to get to K2. Yeah, he worried about who gonna bring him to K2 so he can smoke and he can have a bag on the yard. He talk about having a yard and how fast he could get to K2 to the pod that he was in. But then when he get out of jail, 18 years later, he want to get on the YouTube and get to talking like he did something. He want to get on the YouTube and get to talking like he a big dog when you a pup. You's a puppy, boy. You barely paying bills now. This boy paying, I pay my way here. Well, that's what men do, boy. I pay the light bills in here and I pay the light bill. Boy, that's what men do. We don't ask for cookies and kudos for paying bills, little homie. Let me school you. Let me give you some game, boy. What? What? You get one of these jail dudes coming on YouTube talking about they lit, they got the city on fire, you barely paying bills, and you got a cat to eat the roaches and rats out your... Boy, you better get your grown man business on before you get to talking in my direction. All right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not one of you New Yorkers. I don't... Yeah, go through my videos, Zippy with the Drippy. Do your homework. Do your research the same way you did your research and you learned all those vocabularies and you read dictionaries. You need to do your research on Grown Man Business TV for you get to talking this way, boy. Crazy. We not the same. Now I want y'all. Now again, I want y'all to go check out the live that he did just for me, and then you watch this live again, and you'll be able to see the difference in the aura. You'll be able to see the difference in the shoulder and in the posture, huh? Come on, man. Cook who? We gonna barbecue this dude, man. And again, I hope you remain successful. I hope your podcast that your homie is sponsoring and paying for shoots to the roof. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it regardless. So I don't want nothing to stop for you. But I'm gonna tell you this: when you playing with the universe, boy, and you don't pay homage, you should be paying homage to taxpayers. That's where the karma comes in at. You should be somewhat saying, listen, man, I caught a body when I was 15, you know, RIP to that dude, you know what I'm saying? Love sent to the family. I don't want to disrespect the family on that body. I know somebody had to go. I felt like he was going to do something to me, and I made an irrational decision to shoot him in the back of the head. When, come on, you shot that man in the back of the head. You don't get no respect. You don't get no stripes. You don't get nothing for that. Huh? Maybe in New York where they jack rats. And they if this rat got enough money or if this rat got enough, he lit enough, we'll let him ride. But where I'm from, we don't jack nobody that ain't gonna stand in front of that body. You didn't want to stand in front of that body, boy. Huh? So you should be saying, hey, something unfortunate happened. And I don't want to talk about that. That's my past right there. Now, we all know what I did. I caught a body. It was 20 years ago. I'm not trying to get no clout for that. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to do this or do that. I just want y'all to know, like, this is what I came from. And this is my testimony. And you can't be tested without having testimony. And I was tested before and I caught a body. Instead, you talking about I'm proud of this and I'm proud I did that. And my brother, boy, what? What dude in New York is letting you run around talking about they cousin or they brother or they uncle like that? You boy, New York is washed. I'm sorry, NYC. I rock with you. But a lot of New Yorkers, they wash like Tide detergent. Boy, you wouldn't be able to walk around the city where I'm from talking like that with blood on your hands like that, boy. And that man still got a family walking around. That man still got people that love him to this day. And no, you shot him in the back of the head. Boy, you crazy, boy. So look, man, I wanted to give a clean hour of power, man. I'm not going to stay. I'm not doing the 2 hours, the 2 hour joint. You know what I'm saying? I did miss the game, but I was just glad they won anyway. I didn't even want to watch. The last game was so... Yo, when dude made that point at the last second, I was like, man. So I didn't even really want to watch the game. But the Heat took it to they going to the championship. I'm proud of Butler, you know what I'm saying? Butler is well deserving. He definitely deserves his shot at a title, his shot at a ring, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a hell of a series, man. So salute to Butler. But like I said, man. Exactly. Exactly. You feel me? Again, I want to reiterate. Zip, you got that cat so the cat can eat the roaches and eat the rats out your brownstone, bro. That, you know what I'm saying? Well, hey, it is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. Tell me I'm lying, Zip. Tell me that's a lie, Zippy with the Drippy. That cat, pit cat, is eating rats and eating roaches so that you can have them little thotties all up in your grandma crib. You bugging. Yeah. Salute to the Heat, man. Salute to the Heat. This is grown man business. And this is no beef. This is a man talking to a child. This is a man, a big dog talking to a pup. That's all this is, man. This is a big dog talking to a pup. Hey, get your tour dates up. Get your podcast popping, man. I might pull up on you, boy. I might be in your city with a $10,000 load behind me, and I might stop and take a couple hours and come and see what you got, boy. Huh? That's how I do it. That's what I do. Oh, and I ain't seen. Listen, let me tell you something. Right now, I'm in New Jersey. I'm at the in-laws' house. They got a pretty nice house, but my house is way bigger. Ah, it's way bigger. Yeah, I got high ceilings. I got a big foyer. I mean, you got a vocabulary, so you should know what a foyer is. 60 to 7 foot ceilings in my foyer. I can show. Well, this is somewhere on my script. I can show you next time. Next time I go live, I ain't even gonna be in the States. I'm gonna be outside the States. That's in a couple days. Yeah. I'm gonna get another stamp on that passport. I'm gonna tell you something too, Zippy. I'm gonna give you a couple days to respond, man. You might want to say something, boy. You might want to say something because you done all now you listen. I did my video. I ain't say no names, you know what I'm saying? But I was kind of directing it at not just you, but jailhouse dudes all over YouTube. If you a jailhouse dude that's talking like that, I got a problem with that. If you a jailhouse dude that's up here and you talking and you trying to give some good advice and you trying to lead whatever you doing, that's your thing. But don't talk down on taxpaying citizens that paid your way through jail, boy. Talk about Zippy. Listen, let me say something before I leave, right? Before I slide. Zippy always talking about the different jails that he went to. Lil Zippy with the Drippy, he always talking about different jails that he went to, and he was at Auburn, and he was at Rikers, and he was at Upstate, and he was at this jail. How you think you got around? Who you think paid for the transportation of you getting to all these different jails, boy? So I got an issue with that. I don't want none of your subscribers. I don't need no views from you, boy. I don't do this for views. Everything you listen what I'm telling you. When you roll them J's up, old Zippy with the Drippy, and you take that bud and you pour it out and you get to swiping it around and you roll that J and you take that little stuff that you put and you sprinkle it on top of your bud and you roll it up. Oh, you know how you like to do. You've been having a cough since you came to YouTube. I'm wondering to myself when the last time you went to a doctor, or I'm wondering to myself when the last time you've been to a dentist. Old little Zippy with the Drippy, but that's a whole nother live. I'll save that for another live. When the last time you been to the dentist, boy? We'll talk about that another time. You roll that joint up. You do all that coughing that you like to do. Your mind, your eyes get dilated, your pupils dilated. You get the daydreaming about the things that you want out of this life, little Zippy. You get the daydreaming. I want the big house, man. I want the Lamborghini. I want extra. I have these things already. Jail might, yeah, but he been out of jail for a while, so it's about time for a checkup, homie. You right though. Oh, jail to take care of you with the health. Oh, they got good dental. They got good dental benefits as well. Who the fuck you think pay for these benefits in jail? Who you think pay for those health benefits you get while you in there? Who you think pay for these dental benefits while you in jail? You can get your teeth cleaned and pulled out. You gonna respect this, boy. I'll make you respect it. Cause anytime somebody come and watch this and then they watch you, then they gonna be like, damn, Zip, it ain't hitting like it used to hit no more, Zip. That thing ain't thangin' like, those videos ain't videoing like they used to hit, Zip. You heard what grown man business give you that grown man business. Now we over here, you gigging and laughing and smoking weed and acting like this with your shirts all dingy hanging off your shirt, your hat's all dusty. You got the pit cat running around. You ain't cleaned the pit cat. This man said he cleaned that cat one time. Then he said everything after that, the cat been cleaning itself. Bruh, you got it confused. Got that cat eating rats. Got that cat eating roaches in your little brownstone so you won't be infested. It ain't gonna hit the same after they listen to this, boy. Yeah. Who again, like I told you, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, little Zippy with the Drippy. I'm flying out, man. The video, I didn't even listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I didn't expect the video to get up under his skin like that, and I didn't expect him to respond to it. I was just speaking what I felt right then and there when I saw him talking down on a dude driving an Amazon truck. You act like anybody could get a job driving an Amazon truck. That's not a job. That's not a McDonald's job. That's not a job that anybody could just go and get. You got to have a valid license, little Zippy with the Drippy. You don't have a valid license, little Zippy. You driving around with no L's. You 40 years old. You driving the motherfucker with no L's, boy. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, boy. You bugging. Exactly. 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 I saw the clip. I told you, he got me blocked over there. So I can't really see. But I seen a clip where he said that. And I was thinking to myself, like, I would never do that. I would never go to jail for 2 years for no $5 million for 2 years. Is you crazy, boy? You know what I'm making on the road? It make me laugh when I think about it. Boy, did you know what I'm making on the road? Did you crazy? You crazy out your boy. You out your mind, boy. But see, when you not a man and you ain't standing on business, you thinking about $2 million, but you ain't thinking about paying no bills. You ain't thinking about your close family, your relatives. You ain't thinking about no responsibility, because once you have been in jail for 18 years straight, bro, it drains you of responsibility, all the way down to paying for health insurance, all the way down to paying for dental insurance, all the way down to washing your own clothes. That man ain't washed his own clothes in 18 years. And you got the nerve to be talking to a grown man that's it. And I'm taking care of a family, the head of my household, man. The head. Yeah. You still, when you file your little taxes for that little job, you still putting one right there. You putting the one right there and the one right there. They taking all your money because you ain't got no responsibility, even when you filing taxes. Call it what you want, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. It don't matter what it look like. You just look like another hater. It don't matter what it look like. That's your problem. You going off what you see, little homie. Close your eyes and open your ears, little boy. SW Road Runner. Close your eyes and open your ears, little boy. It don't matter what it look like. Don't worry about what it look like. Let my wife and let the females worry about what it look like. Let the women worry about what it looked like. SW Road Runner. I told you, you dudes talking about what it looked like in SMD and Franks. Y'all boys got that rainbow running through your veins. This is grown man business over here. It ain't no in between. Ain't no gray area, boy. That man ain't washed his own clothes in 18 years, man. Talking about, boy. And I'm from the South. I'm gonna end this live with this, because my battery about to die. I'm gonna end this live with this. I ain't from West Virginia, boy. I'm from the 757. I got a big 757 piece. 8 carats in the 757 piece. Two-tone, white gold and 14 karat gold. Both 14 karat white and yellow, 14 karat gold. Two-tone, upper and lower level. I'm from the 757, Norfolk, Virginia. If you don't know, then ask somebody close to you, because they all know about 757, Norfolk, Virginia. We breed a lot of legends, boy. A lot of legends come up out that tide water. Yeah. We just saw one of your legends get ate up, Mook. He just got ate up. Big K. Yeah. A lot of legends come about that Norfolk water, that tide water. So again, Lil Zippy with the Drippy, when you do a video about me, make sure you don't forget the TV. And don't ever talk about West Virginia. I'm not from West Virginia. Jay-Z, Biggie, all of y'all tried to come down and get some money. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm one of them dudes from the South that ain't rock with the Yankees. See, you had a lot of guys from the South that like New York and like Jay-Z. Then you had a small portion that used to rob y'all, feed y'all to the hogs. Ask your OGs about that. Y'all would come down, set up shop, get whacked, and get fed to the hogs, never to be found again. I'm one of them country boys, Zippy with the Drippy. I came up under OGs and grown men like that. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna put my joint on the charger so I can give you a few more minutes, little Zippy. Yeah, yeah. The OGs I came up under, they didn't like the Yankees. And I'm gonna tell y'all, salute. I got a lot of people in East New York, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people in Harlem, but I got a lot of people. I got more people in East New York, the slums, Brooklyn. Linden Projects. Pennsylvania Avenue, all the way up the new lots where the 3 train in. You know that 3 train zip. I know what I'm talking about. If you in New York or you from New York, you know I know what I'm talking about. That 3 train, I just what all day, every day. But I came up under this what made grown man business. That's why I'm like this, homie. That's why I'm like this. The OGs I came up under, they used to watch you Yankees come down to Virginia. Cause Zip like to say, oh, we go anywhere we want. Well, back in the day, y'all used to, a lot of y'all didn't make it back up north. Ask around, Zippy, ask your OGs, they'll tell you if they real. Oh yeah, man, we used to go down there, such and such went down there a few times, man, and they ain't come back. We didn't find out, we didn't know we had to go down there and look for them. Yeah. You know why? Cause I'm gonna tell you why, Zippy. In Virginia, you got hogs that eat everything. Oh, Zippy, we not the same, boy. We don't shoot them in the back of the head. We look in their eyes. We don't shoot them in the back of the head, Zippy. We look into their soul, boy. We look into their soul, little Zippy. Then we dump them to the hogs. Take them out there in Suffolk. You ever heard of Suffolk, Virginia? Take them out there in the country to Suffolk, Virginia, and leave them with the hogs. Oh, and by the next morning, you won't find a belt buckle. Hogs eat everything. Bones, everything, boy. What that have to do with me? I'm just letting Zippy with the Drippy know that I'm one of the youngsters that came up under those type of old heads. They, I didn't get familiar with New York until I was able to make some money out of New York. When I was young, I didn't want to come to New York. When I was young, I didn't listen to New York music like that. Cause Zippy always think, oh, everybody. Nah, we wasn't like that in Virginia, bro. I had a homie that was in the military from New York, from Brooklyn, that I met. Real cool dude. I ain't gonna say his name. He's still my dog. He's my brother to this day. And he got a phone call for some ratchets. And back in those days, I was heavy with the ratchets. I didn't sell crack. I didn't sell. Yeah, I didn't sell none of that. I had a plug on the ratchets, the blickies. I had that. So when I started getting calls and I started getting money in New York, that's how I got my connections in Brooklyn. I never said I fed back in those days. When I was coming up, yeah, that was back in the days. But just so you know what type of Virginia boy that you dealing with. You're not dealing with no dude that wanted to be from Virginia. We wasn't like that. You understand me? Little Zippy. The dudes I came up under, the youngsters that I rubbed shoulders with, my peers, we would never shoot somebody in the back of the head, little Zippy, because no, you don't get no respect for that where I'm from. You don't get no stripes for that. You actually get looked at sideways like you's an accident murderer. You's a scary boy. Huh? Yeah. Brooklyn Carter. Hey, listen, man. You don't know, I'm grown man business. I'm grown man business now, Brooklyn Carter. You understand? I work hard for this. I paid my way. I paid Zip's way. I paid any of you jailbirds' way. I helped fund that. So you better if anything, just show the utmost respect when you talking to somebody that work or somebody that pay taxes every year. You need to show the utmost respect. I don't want to hear nothing but the utmost respect, boy. Oh, I did. Listen, I did my research. I don't listen to other people. I'm gonna tell you this. My subscribers, they know that Lil Zippy with the Drippy got me blocked. Lil Zippy with the Drippy don't got I can't go into his comments. I can't go into his comments. I can't really see none of his stuff no more because he got me blocked. Cause maybe I said something through his little comments that made him see the I need to get him out of here. Right? So my subs, they such good subs. I don't call them subs, Brooklyn Carter. I call them investors because they invest time and they invest time and energy into this channel. Little Brooklyn Carter. You understand me? So what you got to understand is they send me the clips of Lil Zippy. Oh, they might be in his live and they'll send me clips, the best parts that they like the most. You understand? And I get to watch a little bit of his lives, and I say, man, this is terrible. Okay, well, what I said on my video that you going by, Brooklyn Carter? Yeah. What you going by, Brooklyn Carter? Zippy with the Drippy, man. I'm just not the one, boy. I can, boy. And listen, man, that little dirty cat you got in there, man. Get that cat a bath, man. Wash that cat, man. Stop thinking that little cat gonna lick himself clean every day and it's considered clean, man. You bugging, man. You disrespecting your man. You disrespect your grandma house like that. You bugging, bruh. You out of pocket. Nah, I'm not mad at nothing. I'm not mad at no man that went to jail for 18 years and came home and doing what he do. Whatever you do what you do. You come across my radar when you get the you playing what you talking about working people. What you talking about truck drivers for? Like we don't get money, bruh. Like we ain't getting big bags for driving these loads around the United States. What you talking about? So when you get to talking like that, what you got to understand is now I'm gonna tell you the real. When you get to talking about people with jobs, when you get to talking out the side of your mouth, out the side of your neck, homie, I'ma correct you on that. That's what a grown man's supposed to do when a little boy is running his mouth and he talking crazy. He don't know what he talking about. So when you get to talking about the Amazon driver, I'm gonna let you know that Amazon driver been paying you as long as he been driving for Amazon. He been paying your way, bruh. You been in jail. You ain't washed your clothes in 18 years. You ain't had your own mail. People shuffling through your mail for 18 years. Don't get out here and get to talking slick because you on YouTube. I don't like to tell people to be humble, but yeah, you gonna show some respect, little homie. Yeah. It's not directed at all NYC. Cause like I said, I like to shout that out. I got homies in East New York. And I like to say that because I know Brooklyn and East New York, that's like one of the most dangerous areas. Oh, my dogs out there in East New York. Listen, you got Brooklyn, then you got East New York. You got Brooklyn, then you got East New York. And my dogs in East New York, whew, yeah. One phone call. Slight bag. Yeah, they different. They different. When I say new lots, Fairfield, Linden Projects, new lot, I like to throw that out there so that you New Yorkers know I ain't dissing New Yorkers. Love New York. But I'm the dude from the South that's gonna challenge a New Yorker, man. I'm not the dude from the South that's gonna see a New Yorker and be like, oh, let me give y'all something funny. Let me tell y'all something funny, right? When I was a youngster, the New Yorkers used to come down to Virginia and they would always have these weird Jordan colorways that we couldn't find. We used to be like, yo, where did he get these Jordans from? Where did he get these Jordans from? And we thought it was cool, like, dang, they got the Jordans. And then coming to find out, those were all Canal Street Jordans.
Y'all was coming down south with the Canal Street Jordans and then telling us and trying to flex on us the whole time. You knew you got those Jordans from Canal Street, and they didn't want in the damn Vietnamese and Chinese people that made these weird colorways, and we couldn't even get them. Don't play with me, bro. I know what y'all do. I know what it's. I know what the move is in New York. I know how it give it. I know how y'all give it up. So when you get a zippy with the drippy, oh, my cat, yeah, your cat eating rats and roaches, man. I understand. Oh, that's not the projects. Well, yes, it is, man. It's the project buildings, and then you got the project brownstones. Yeah. You got some people that got houses. That shit's still the projects. 50 Cent from Queens. His grandmama lived in a house. That shit was in the projects, right around the corner from the projects. It's all poverty, man. It's all poverty. Let me tell you some SW Road Runner. I'm from Virginia, boy. Now let me give you some knowledge on that. That's the top of the South. That's the top. That's the top of the South, the bottom of the North. So yeah, we got a little slang in us. It's a little slang in us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They come down from New York. They think it's sweet. They say, oh, this ain't really the country. These dudes got a little East Coast to them. Nah, we take you on the outskirts, boy. It's real country out there. So yeah, I see you might got it confused. You might think, oh yeah, we ain't this. Nah, we country. Yeah, we country, boy. We real country out there in Virginia, but we got a little. Let me give you some more games since you're asking. Norfolk, Virginia got the biggest naval base in the world. Not in the country, not in this, in the world. The Norfolk Naval Base is the big, so we get everybody that come from New York and come from these different states when they in the military and they come on down to Virginia and they think it's sweet and we call them boat boys. Oh, you see all the boat boys with the new cars and they get paid on the 1st and 15th, and when you go into the military they give you such good credit, and the boat boys ride around, and us country boys, us hoodsters. Oh, we plot on them. Oh, we line them up. Oh, yeah, it's a melting pot. You would run across. So yeah, I'm from a different type of place. You wouldn't understand, Road Runner. And yeah, I know New York. My East New Yorkers. Oh, I got some homies up there on what it 92nd in Columbus, up there in Harlem, Spanish Harlem. I might hop off. Hey, listen, Brooklyn Carter. I might hop on the 3 train out there in New Lots, hop off on Utica Avenue, make a few runs, hop back on the train on Utica, take that 3 all the way up to 92nd in Columbus. Oh, oh, it's Spanish Harlem up there. Yeah. I'm telling you, yeah. I'm telling you all about New York, Brooklyn, Harlem, Brooklyn Carter. You mad about that? You mad that a country boy like myself? Bro, I got more. I'm sure I got more hitters. I got more in New York than you got, and your name is Brooklyn. Yeah. I used to, you get that sometimes, man. That's not on Google. The 3 train is not on Google. New Lots is not. Man, man, get out of here, boy. You bugging. But again, like I said, right? This is grown man business TV, so you're not gonna see me disrespect. You zippy dudes and you zippy with the drippies and you New Yorkers, y'all get a little irritated and y'all get to telling people to SMD. Yeah, you want somebody, you want a man. You just saying it, you gotta visualize it. Let me tell you something. When you say something, you visualize it. So you get mad and you say, "Oh, SMD me, please get on your eat the glizzy. What y'all call out there glizzies? Frank stands. We want you to eat it. You boys got some sugar in your tank. It's a lot of you down low brothers with a lot of sugar and rage in you, like Africa. Like Hassan Campbell. It's a lot of you boys in New York and not all New Yorkers, but there's a lot of you boys in New York that Bambada. It was a Bambada in your neighborhood and he was thawing you. Brooklyn Carter, Zippy with the drippy. Why you think Zippy with the drippy want to be so gangster? Somebody. Why you think he hangs with Hassan Campbell? Why you think Lil Zippy with the Drippy wanna be so gangster and he's so street and he's so New York, and then that same gangster, that same Muslim, that same shooter will hang out with a guy like Hassan Campbell, talk to him on the phone. Hassan Campbell, Hassan Campbell said that Bam Bada died him. And that's Zip homie right there. They talk on the phone. You know, he rock with Haas. That's his dog. He got thighs. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. What kind of exactly. Yeah, that's a perfect answer. Yeah, yeah, yum. That's a perfect question. What kind of drip? Yeah, yeah. It's a Bambada drip. And it probably wasn't Bambada for Zippy, because Bambada was in the Bronx. But you gotta know, in every borough, there was a man like Bambada. And they was he was catching these youngsters on the street like Lil Zippy with the Drippy. And after they get something happen to them like that, they get real aggressive. Them New York boys get real aggressive and they get mad and they want to kill somebody and they want to delete. They want to hurt you because Lil Zippy, yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know. But I don't think I wouldn't hang with Haas. Me and Haas couldn't be cool. We couldn't have exchanged numbers if you came on the YouTube and told everybody, because this is the thing what you gotta understand. How can you get thighed if you don't hold your thighs together? You know what I'm saying? Think about that right there. How can a man, how can how can a man thigh you if you don't hold your thighs together? And why would you be cool with a man that's willing to come on YouTube and tell the world for likes and subscribers? So you think, because I saw the clip, Lil Zippy with the Drippy said, "Oh, you willing to?" Bro, go look at this live. I suggest that everybody go look at Lil Zippy with the Drippy live with my name in the title, and look at the first 5 minutes how he talk about SMD, how he talk about getting oral sex from a man. He say it so easily too. He say it so politely, and he say it so normally, like it's normal. Oh, you can SMD me. You can get on. You want to eat balls. He's that. We said to me. He said that to a grown man. He said that to a real big dog. He said that to a man standing on grown man business. Come on, man. Come on, dog. You bugging. And then you hang out with Hassan Campbell. Yeah, yeah. I'm not the one, man. I'm not. I'm definitely not the one, but I am. Yeah, yeah. I am the big dog. So yeah, I don't care if it bring views or not. I'm at you. What? What? You better talk correct. You gonna talk correct, little Zippy the Drippy. Anytime after you get done dealing with me, you gonna speak correctly. Especially when it come to me. You could play with them little boys. Salute the Call Out TV and 10 Toes Down and whoever else you been doing your thing with, but you gonna talk. You gonna know better. Yeah. 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 That's what I'm talking about. 18 years. 18 years, you probably wouldn't feel so comfortable telling me or another man to SMD you, boy. 18 years around all men. I'm talking dick and balls, balls and dick. And let me tell you something about those jails Lil Zippy was in. I supposed to been got off, but I just gotta say this. They got something called nut the butt. Now, a lot of you guys ain't been to jail. Hold on, maybe a long time in jail. But I'm a big dog everywhere I go, homie. And I only rub shoulders with other big dogs. I never said I'm the only big dog. But when I'm in New York, I'm rubbing shoulders with big dogs. I could call a play right now. I could pull a play right now like John Madden in your city, in Brooklyn. Yeah. I got the right information. I could call a play like John Madden here, Cali, Fort Worth, Texas, Dallas. I got you won't want to go to Texas. But anyway, they got something called nut to butt. And old Zippy know exactly what I'm talking about. When they get you into these new jails and they register you in and they make you stand in a single file line. And Lil Zippy did it before. Now Lil Zippy's a gangster and he will shoot you down and he will shoot you in the back of the head. But when the white man say stand nut to butt, Zippy know what that means. When the white man say get in single file lines, little Zippy with the drippy, and don't drip on that boy in front of you. Don't do too much dripping, but get nut to butt. How close you want him? I want him nut to butt. Zippy done put he done did that before. Yeah. I'm sure it is a NYC thing. I'm sure it is. I'm sure Africa Bambaataa was an NYC thing. Or it's a lot of things in NYC. It's a lot of things in NYC that we don't understand. So when we hear y'all say SMD to another man, we don't understand. So you telling me you could tell another man the SMD, but you ain't a Rainbow Coalition member? You not a part of the 123 ABC? You not a part of that? But you can tell another man to SMD you. I think that's what you're trying to tell me. Is that what you're trying to explain to me? Cause I don't know. And I don't subscribe to that. I'm from Virginia, boy. Yeah. Did that sound country enough for you, boy? Hmm? Yeah. Did that sound country enough for you, boy? From Virginia, boy. Give a goddamn about that. Boy. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Virginia, boy. I know it ain't for me to understand, man. I know it ain't for me to understand. And you New York boys, especially you, Brooklyn Card, I'm sure you understand when you telling another man at SMD. How about you explain it to me? Brooklyn Carter, you're doing a lot of texting and typing in the live stream. I like it. I'm not like your friend Zippy with the drippy. I'm not going to delete you. Oh, hold on. I'm not like your friend Zippy with the drippy. So hold on. Oh shit. Hold on. Hold on. Cause I'm curious now. Well, I'm not. Let me take that back. I ain't never curious. I don't want nothing to go off in your head cause I know it's a New York thing. Now, Brooklyn Carter, y'all finna chat. You're typing real good. Your fingers is going fast. And I ain't mad at you. Explain to me what that mean then, what you mean. I ain't worried about, matter of fact, you right. I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that. Just don't tell me. I don't think you, and that's what your man Zippy with the drippy did. If you go look at his video, I don't mind. I don't mind. Take some lives, take some views to his video. It got grown man business name in it. He forgot the TV though. I ain't like that part. Nigga. Don't you ever forget the TV, boy. But in the first 2 minutes of that video, he got to telling me the another man, a whole big dog out here, he got to telling me about, doing, you know, I don't know. I ain't with none of that, man. We can have dialogue, man. We can have a disagreement. We can have an agreement. We can do everything you want to do, but I don't know about telling another man to put his mouth on me, man. I ain't with none of that, man. And who you New York dudes, man? Now that y'all got Brooklyn Carter telling me and explaining and speaking for you New Yorkers, saying that it's a New York thing, y'all need to get that correct, man. Get that correct before you come talking to me, man. Brooklyn Carter, man, get that correct before you come talking to me, dog. I ain't into talking. I'm being serious now. You know what I'm saying? I was laughing and joking with you for a minute, but I ain't into talking to no man that call that a New York thing. What you from the village? You must be from the village, Brooklyn Carter. You need to change your name to Village Carter. Cause I know when I used to be in Brooklyn, the guys used to tell me to stay away from the village. That's where the YMCA, that's where those guys reside at. The village people. They call themselves the village people because they was from the village. And it sound like you might be from the village, Brooklyn Carter. I'm gonna call you Brooklyn Carter, but it sound like you might be from the village. You know about the village, right? Yeah, you know about the village, right? Because you say, I don't know about New York, but I'm telling you about your city. I'm telling you about your area. You know about the village people, Brooklyn Carter. That's how I sound, man. When you tell me it's a New York thing to tell another man to put his mouth on you, you sound like, and I ain't going to address you no more, Brooklyn Carter. I'm going to let you have that. Zippy with the drippy. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. I'm 94 minutes in. I still got a handful. I still got a clip full. I can really do something, man. I can, but I'm not even gonna go that far, but I could really do something. Next time you put my name in the title, you better not forget the TV, boy. All right? And I'm gonna give you a chance to go through this live right here, cause I didn't play no games with it. I didn't do like you. I didn't try to direct it at that. I kept straight for you, Zippy. We talking to you, little Zippy. We want to know what's up. Why the first thing that come to your mind is some homosexual stuff? Why the first thing that come to your mind is to tell another man to put his mouth on you? Why, little Zippy? Why? I ain't trying to handle you, bruh. See, that's another thing, Brooklyn Carter. I'm not trying to handle you. I handle women. I'm just letting you know, Brooklyn Carter. I'm not into none of that, man. I'm not. Hey, yo, hey, Brooklyn Carter. Hey, Brooklyn Carter. Hey, I would. Hey, listen, man. Hey, I don't know what you are, man. I don't know what you identify as, Brooklyn Carter. I'm sorry. I don't know what you. I don't know what you. I don't know what you identify as, man. You telling me that you a whole female? I don't know what that means these days. I don't know what you are, Brooklyn Carter. I don't want no smoke. I don't want to handle you. I don't want to SMD you. I don't want to do nothing. I don't know if it's I'm not from. I'm not from New York. It's a New York thing. I'm not from New York. All right. Okay. You got it. But your boy Zip is on the chopping block. Your boy Zip, he on the chopping block. You gotta answer to that, little Zippy. You little Zippy with the drippy to me. I seen you to the store for blunts and things like that. Blunts and potato chips and Doritos, man. Make sure you get the right ones, man. Little Zippy with the drippy. Last but not least, I know you be the one because you was holding the camera for China. Bro, there's so many things I could say about you, Zippy. I'm not even gonna get into the China Mac situation. I ain't gonna get into the China Mac situation, man. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I think Carter's a man, man. I don't understand. And one thing I'm learning, I'm an 80s baby. So I'm learning that, I got to be careful. You got to be careful, bro. Oh, the female don't mean female no more. Female could be, a transmission. You know what I'm saying? You want to get a transmission switched in and out? That's what a transmission switcher could be. You don't want to get a brand new transmission. You don't want to slip up and get in there and it's a brand new transmission in there. You feel me? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on that Brooklyn Carter, village people. You are part of the village people. I believe it. And I'm not dropping them. I'm not goddamn dropping nothing for you. It is what it is. I'm not dropping a link. I'm not doing nothing with you, Brooklyn Carter. Yeah, Lil Zippy. Lil Zippy would be a store runner. Lil Zippy is the dude I'll be like, yo, homie, whoop whoop. And if he's a good dude, I give him some game, put him on game. I could show him how to get off parole. I could show him how to do this. I could show you how to do this, son. I could show you, man. But Zippy the dude you send to the store. You send him to the store. His homies that got the money, they gonna be like, they will see me and recognize a big dog and start rubbing shoulders with me. Bro, let's move. Let's make some moves. Oh, you in the trucking business? Or you do this, XYZ, you own trucks? Oh, word. XYZ, okay, I got some dispatches. I got a couple of dispatches that'll dispatch the load for you. We can chop the money up 60-40. I know how to do this. Zippy is in his grandmama house. Respectfully tell his grandmama. Because there's nothing wrong with generational wealth. There's nothing wrong when the elder in your family passes away and they leave you something. But then when they leave you something, you need to be respectful of that, little Zippy. You bringing thoughts and you got dirty. I'm talking about dirty thoughts. He talking about, oh, I got this shorty, get the box. Them joints look dirty, boy. You better scrap up twice on them thing 3 times. Make sure you hit the bodega and scrap up 3 times on them dirty thoughts you bring it to your grandmama house. And your grandmama probably rolling in the grave, boy. Cause she up there. She up there. And she getting to look down on her grandson disrespect her house the way the house that she left, the house that she made she done bought all the furniture in the house. She done put all the china in the house. She done did X, Y, and Z to that house. And now she get to watch her grandson, her dirty grandson, bring some dirty thoughts and smash them all around her house. Got a dirty ass cat. Your grandmama probably wouldn't have never had an animal in her house. And then you got a dirty ass alley cat in there eating up the roaches and rats so it don't get infested. Boy. Hey, look. Salute. Call it what you want. We 99 minutes in, man. I'm about to slide on you boys, man. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You already know how we do. You could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the bricks into the bottles. Straight off the bricks into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, and we not dressing nothing up. But little Zippy with the Drippy. Yeah, you had to get that. Little Zippy with the Drippy. You had to get that. Yeah. Ain't nothing about clout. Ain't nothing about views. Ain't nothing about numbers. We don't care about that because the paper's good. Huh? You seen the crib recently, homie? I don't like to do no bragging, but you making me want. You seen the crib? You seen how I live? You see how you can't talk to me like you was talking to Call Out TV and all them boys, man. My kids, man, my people living, that ones that live with me, they living in luxury, boy. High ceilings. Heated pool. Oh, the pool is heated. The jacuzzi is heated. Salt water in that thing. Yeah, it's a saltwater pool. No chlorine. Cameras all over the fortress. Cause we not playing no games, boy. And I live in a state where them guns is legal. We don't play no games. Salute to Florida. Salute to Florida. Zippy with the Drippy. You done ran into a big dog. Tap in to tap out. You already know what it is. Gang.